Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Jambakam yajamahe, Sugandhim pushtivardhanam, Urvarukamiva bandhanan, Mrutyurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Jambakam yajamahe, Sugandhim pushtivardhanam, Urvarukamiva bandhanan, Mrutyurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti. Good morning. How are you all doing? Keeping well? To come from our monastic quarters to this building, it is one furlong distance. I struggle so to get up early and to be here by 7:30. But you're all coming from different places. Some of them coming on two-wheelers, some of them by bus. I really congratulate you. You have the determination. So last class, I told you something about education and employment, right? So Swamiji says that education that we do should help us to stand on our own feet. మన కాళ్ళ మీద మనం నిలబడటానికి మనం చదువుకున్న చదువు ఉపయోగపడాలి. So the education that we gain from our colleges and universities today is not helping us in the direction. Fine. Forget about education. Now, we have to generate employment through a problem. When there is a problem in society or a nation, we have to address that. In the process, actually, we can generate employment. So I think I touched the subject of soil also. It's very important that Sadhguru of Isha Foundation has started this massive ecological movement, Save Soil. It's really a very important movement. The magnitude of the problem is very high. We don't notice it. A doctor's son wants to become a doctor, a liar's son wants to become a liar, I told you also. But a farmer's son doesn't want to become a farmer. So all the people are migrating from villages to cities, and the farming community is diminishing by the day. The government is giving as much support as possible as any government can give. Subsidy they are providing, uh, subsidy on seed, subsidy on fertilizers, and also capital cost per acre this much. But still, nobody wants to go for farming. The reason is the capital cost has gone up, the yields have come down. So agriculture has no more actually is a lucrative profession. Forget about no prestige is attached to that. Nobody says proudly that I am a farmer. Okay, I'm a doctor, you say proudly. I'm an engineer, you say proudly. I'm a chartered accountant, we say proudly. Everything we say proudly. But you just go and ask a farmer, I'm a farmer. Is there any farmer who says proudly that I'm a farmer? But in fact, that is the noblest of all the professions because you are providing food to the country. It's not a mean profession in any way. It's the noblest of the professions. But still, you don't see that pride among our farmers. The reason is because there is less money there, hard labor. You have to struggle a lot, but still sometimes, capital is more and the output is less. And that's the reason farmers, they don't encourage their children to go for farming. And that's the reason a lot of migration is taking place. Okay, it will continue like this. There will come a time, all of us are staying in towns and cities only. Practically, no young people in the villages to take up agriculture. The next generation of farmers, not there. What will happen? They will keep it like that. Why actually people are not showing interest? There are two reasons, social reasons and also the economic reasons. The social reason is not much prestige is attached to that profession. అంత గౌరవప్రదమైన వృత్తిగా ఇప్పుడు లేదు సమాజంలో చెప్పుకోవడానికి నేను రైతులని వన్ థింగ్ అండ్ ద సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ economics, money, right? Why? Because the soil actually has depleted significantly. The last 40, 50 years, we have overexploited this resource. In our zeal to achieve self-sufficiency in food production, we have actually gone for chemical fertilizers. Excessive use of chemical fertilizer has destroyed the health of the soil. And it will take at least 40 to 50 years to restore the soils back to normal health. If you don't go for organic farming, for doing actually, you need actually organic fertilizer. Organic fertilizer where you will get only cattle you have to keep, cows and buffaloes primarily. But to keep cows and buffaloes, no farmer is interested. They say that farm labor is not available today. No young person is there in village who will take care of these cows, cattle. Young people are not there working on farms. This is going to be a huge disaster in the near future because we all will be here, towns and cities. We have money. We will have money, but we will not have the goods. We will not have food on shelves. Already in some countries it is happening because of COVID disruption. Countries like Australia, all the shelves in the malls are empty because export import actually got affected because of COVID. Enough number of imports they could not make because of COVID, and all the shelves have become empty. There's no domestic food production. Many countries which are exclusively dependent on imports for food are struggling a lot today. And in India, a country like India, it will be too difficult. But there have many countries in the world today which are net importers of food. Okay, there are very few countries which have surplus food production. India is one of the few countries which has surplus food production. The last financial year, I think, our food grain production touched 314 million tons. Okay, but this self-sufficiency and of course the excess production we could achieve at a phenomenal ecological cost. Soil has depleted significantly, and to sustain this level of production would be very difficult in the near future. Hereafter, it will be a downward slide, definitely, because the soil has depleted significantly. So, immediate need of the hour is you have to restore the soil back to its normal health. And who will do that? I'm asking. It's a huge problem. It's going to be 15, 20 years onward. Afterwards, what will happen? We don't. We are all stuck in towns and cities, and nobody to do agriculture in the villages, and no food production. If enough food production doesn't happen, what you will eat? I'm asking. So to sustain this food production level and to keep the soil, in the same health, to maintain the good health of the soil, we need to bring cattle onto the farm, and immediately there will not be money. Okay, but just take up a small piece of land. If you're all from agriculture families, I'm just saying, you have only 3 to 4 acres, small piece of land. Immediately you will not gain much on that. But keep cattle, slowly enrich the soil. Once the fertility is restored in a small production, 3 to 4 acre also is sufficient. to gain reasonable income, I'm saying. Your capital cost you can diminish only when, that's why in Telugu we have this saying, Padi Panta, right? Cattle and crop, they go together. Without Padi, actually, no crop can happen, real crop can happen. So that actually has been a sustainable agriculture practice for nearly 7,000 8,000 years. We have been doing like that. Suddenly, actually, in the 60s and 70s, we have brought this green revolution because we wanted to achieve self-sufficiency in food production to feed the growing millions. And that has depleted the soil. So it's a major ecological problem. A country like India, which is 1.39 billion population, and I think we are going to touch 1.5 billion population by 2040 or 35. So to sustain the food production is not a simple thing. So young people have to take up to organic farming. That is the only way. Eh? You have to generate employment from this problem. Immediately you will not gain any money. But if you set yourself to this task of restoring the soil back to its normal health and generating awareness, you'll be doing great service to your motherland. It's just my request to you. You just think. I'm just saying. Most of you are from agricultural families, I know. Hmm? So, but that is the need of the hour. That's why the Sadhguru has started this movement. He says that he predicts famines will come. If you go the way you are going, every country, there's no country where actually soil has not depleted. He says the humus content has gone down. The organic content in the soil has gone down. That's the reason fertility has depleted. But chemical fertilizer is not a substitute. We have to provide only organic fertilizer, cattle waste, animal waste, and leaf litter. That is the only thing actually which retains moisture in the soil and which increases humus. And when there's moisture and humus is there will be bacterial activity. When there's enough bacterial activity, you will have bumper yields, not otherwise. Okay? Thank you. Nice day.